So first of all, Rukmini, welcome to the India Today Conclave.
Thank you so much, Akshata. I'm very excited to be here today.
It's a pleasure to have you, especially because of the kind of work that you're doing right now. You know, I've seen your films, absolutely loved them, but you must be on cloud nine. You know, your films have done so well. You're in Kantara. You're coming up in Toxic. So, I mean, you've got a great track record of films coming up.
I am very, very excited. There's a lot of amazing work happening, and I am quite privileged to be a part of some amazing projects. So yeah, I am on cloud nine. Thank you.
And these are all films, projects that, you know, are pan-India projects. We've seen already this superstardom of Yash. We've seen already Rishabh Shetty and Kantara, what a big success it was. Are you looking at kind of moving into the direction of being a pan-India star, not limited to one language?
You know, I don't know that that's a decision that can be taken. It's a hope that can be held very fervently. But I think perhaps more than the aspiration of being a pan-Indian star or something like that, there is a deep desire to be involved in quality work that reaches people. So language almost becomes immaterial. It's just the desire to reach as many people as you can.
So let's take it back to your first massive hit. And I don't watch, to be honest, a lot of Kannada films, but this one I had seen a couple of years ago, Sahakരണത. If you've seen it, you know, of course, that it was a beautiful, beautiful movie, extremely moving. I think most people who saw it were moved to tears, and your acting was absolutely amazing in that. Did you expect that kind of response? Because, you know, you started off with a bang.
You know, Again, I don't know that you can expect these kinds of things. I knew that with the kind of team that was coming together, whether it was our director Hemant M. Rao or our producer and our hero Rakshit Shetty or the music director Charan Raj, this incredible force of wonderful creatives coming together with a story that was very emotional and intense, I knew that there was some magic there, and I knew that I was very lucky to be piggybacking on it. But again, you can't really expect these things. You just sort of hope, work as hard as you can, and then let the chips fall where they may.
You know, there's so much of footage, I will put that out as well, of how people reacted when the film was released in theaters. I remember also there was footage of you in one of those premieres where everyone was so emotional. There it is right there, where you were with some of the biggest superstars of Kannada cinema as well. Do you remember this moment? I'm sure it was surreal for you.
Crystal clear. It was a very formative moment. To be in a hall like that and to see people, look, cinema is essentially make-believe, right? But to see people engaging with fiction with so much openness and so much heart, it really moves you as an artist. So that was one of the first moments that I was able to feel that, and I think, you know, it's a feeling that I will constantly attempt to replicate.
But I think it's also reciprocative, right? Like, you opened up your heart in that performance. What really stood out about the film and your performance was how raw it was, how simple it was. It was kind of rooted to what you'd see in everyday life, which sometimes films don't tend to be. They over-glamorize, they kind of overdo the emotion. This was subtle, it wasn't over-glamorized. Were those aspects that worried you? Because very often there are lead actors who are scared to be kind of boxed in that image. Mm-hmm.
See, I think it also has to do, Akshata, with the time that I was in my career. I didn't have much work at that point, and I knew that what I really wanted was something meaty to sort of sink my teeth into. I knew what I wanted, what I hoped to play around with in terms of intense and deep, complex emotions. So that was something that I was really keen on, and that was also something that our director was very upfront about. He said, if you're looking for a glam heroine type film, this is not the one. So he was very upfront about it, even before my audition, before he knew if I was capable of doing this role or not. He was very, very upfront, and he said, listen, this is not your classic heroine type film. This is an actress type film. So think about that. Think about whether you're okay with that. And I was. So sometimes you get lucky with roles that are really beautifully written and have a great deal of depth in them. And it was very heartening to see that the audience responses when the films came out were not about, whether I have lines on my face or whether, I had dark circles or any of that. It was more to do with the content of the film or the emotions that I was attempting to put across that, hopefully reached them. It was really heartening to see people engaging with all of that rather than the superficiality of, say, how my skin looked. So...